Okay, here's a little video about government fans and institutional fans. That one doesn't really count as a government fan, but yeah, somewhat. Anyway, what we start with is a Hunter over here. Maybe if I could turn on the light, that would help a little. This Hunter was used by the Bureau of Indian Affairs. There it is, USBIA. The A has some paint chipping, so it doesn't show that well. I did not look at the model number on the tag before I started recording this, so I'll just have to put that information down later. And this fan does need a screw, the oddly offset screw that goes into the arm right there that you can see, missing a screw. So anyway, it runs fine. It has some dots on the blades, numbers right now from balancing. But good fan, came from Ponca City, Oklahoma, or Ponca, and that is actually where one of the USBIA offices is. So that's a very good thing. And next here we have this Vorti that was one of my first fans actually, and one of, I guess you'd say, the first government type fans that I had too. I really like this fan. Came from the WPA of Wisconsin. The cage is in the way. I have better photos, but that badge will have to get, it's a decal, have to get reproduced. It is just not salvageable, I don't believe. Plus I need to repaint the whole fan. It's losing paint everywhere. There is an ESD tag. That's going to be name of some town sewer department or name of some town school district. So this fan has a really bizarre, and it's not going to focus, really bizarre serial number that doesn't match up. I'll put that in comments what that serial number is, but it doesn't match up with any of the Vortalex information I can find. But it ran, has no cord on it right now, so does not currently run, but needs cords, needs a switch, and a lot of TLC repainting, especially on the cage. But I think it's from about 38. Seems like that's what's sticking in my memory. This is a 1951 Emerson. I want to say that's a 77. I know I'm going to say something wrong, and it won't be a 77. It'll be some other model. But 51 has the dual bearings, front and rear. Runs well. It does not have any sort of plate on the base. And that mess you see inside, yeah, that's the cap and wires and whatnot. It just sort of almost falls out of the bottom of the fan anytime you pick up the fan. That really annoyed me. Runs great, but I'm kind of afraid to run it, waiting for a short. Okay, here's a Mimar Products MP416XX. You can see by the badge, well, there is no badge. So I think it's the XX, best I can get. The 10 or 12 inch is the X, and then this, which, oh look, it's a GE. Yes, Mimars were GEs. I know there's been talk about whether or not they were, some saying yes, some saying no. Compare those. That's the same fan. Anyway, and then this one, which does have a badge on it, is just a 416. Anyway, back to this last one. This is a 73648. I thought it was amazing how well the chrome lasted on the blades when it did not survive very well on the base. The cage did alright, but a lot of the base and the body, the motor, has issues. It's 1938, I believe, just going off memory, but I want to say it's 38. I also thought it was interesting that it has a blonde type badge. The sister fan to this one that was sold by the same seller had a black badge. But anyway, I like that blonde better. Those are brass blades. I put a magnet to them. They are brass. So that really surprised me that they chromed brass blades versus chroming steel blades. I have another 73648 that does have the steel blades. So anyway, they survived a lot better that way. So this fan is a lazy day fan. Very quiet, slow running, such deep pitch on the blades it doesn't have to run fast. This fan roars. And I will sit down the camera for just a moment here. Now we'll stare over to the side, stare at the base of the Vorti. Not that that's anything thrilling. You know, I set the camera down earlier and it worked. There we go. So, takes the Emerson a bit to wind up. Has been oiled, but it runs really fast. And then I will get the Mimar running. Shaky cam moment. see if I can keep this camera up high enough where we're not in the jet stream of the fans. And you can see and hear, we can't really hear in stereo, look how much faster the Emerson's going. And that's on low. You can't even hear the Mimar. All you'll hear now is whenever the two cross airflow, that gets loud. But this Mimar is such a good running, lazy day kind of fan. It just, probably getting a little wind noise there. It is just such a slow running, pleasant fan. Anyway, those are the government and or I guess you could say public service fans that I have so far. Really like knowing histories of fans. Thank you.